Here is the scary truth about Martin Zubimendi that nobody is noticing. Arsenal fans might think that they're getting a decent defensive midfielder to replace Thomas Partey. What they don't realise is that Martin Zubimendi could be the signing that transforms the entire team. Arsenal might have just found their own version of Rodri. So why is everyone searching for their own Rodri? The modern transfer market has become obsessed with one particular type of player, the defensive midfielder. Ever since Rodri's performance reached legendary status, every top club are desperate to search for their own version of the perfect number 6. Rodri didn't just play well, he fundamentally changed how we view defensive midfielders. His role as a conductor for Spain's Euro 2024 triumph and subsequent Ballon d'Or win sent shockwaves through football. A defensive midfielder winning the Ballon d'Or was almost alien, but as Rodri himself said, "I give visibility to midfielders that have existed over the years. Today the dark work has come to light." Everyone wants their own Rodri, a player who can control the tempo, dictate play and provide the foundation for everything else to flourish. Arsenal's pursuit of Martin Zubimendi represents more than just squad depth. It's about acquiring a player who could unlock their full potential. So how good is Martin Zubimendi? In an era where defensive midfielders are expected to be press resistant, Zubimendi has turned this into an art form. His technical excellence allows him to receive the ball under pressure, find solutions that lesser players simply can't see. And the numbers tell a remarkable story. Despite Real Sociedad's modest 53.4 possession share this season, Zubimendi was involved in 1,284 open play passing sequences, and that's more than any other player in his team and the third most among all midfielders in La Liga. But Zubimendi doesn't just recycle possession, he progresses it intelligently. His 238 line-breaking passes in La Liga this season was bettered by only 3 midfielders, and all 3 of them play for Real Madrid. He ranked 4th for passes breaking the opposition's midfield line with 141 and line-breaking passes into the final third with 131. His forward passing statistics are particularly impressive, with 31.2% of his passes played forward. He outperforms players like Koke, Federico Valverde, Frankie de Jong, Pedri and Gavi. For a player whose primary role is defensive, this forward-thinking approach shows that the perfect balance between his security and creativity. Now let's look at Martin Zubimendi's defensive qualities. Now while his passing gets the headlines, Zubimendi's defensive work provides the foundation for everything else. He's not a destroyer in the traditional sense, but rather an anticipatory defender who reads the game superbly and positions himself perfectly to intercept danger before it develops. His 1.3 interceptions per 90 minutes ranks him 20th out of 180 midfielders to play 900 minutes in the La Liga. This statistic reveals his exceptional reading of the game and ability to anticipate danger when it will come. Zubimendi's defensive style is more about intelligence than aggression. He engages in relative few tackles attempts compared to other midfielders, but when he does tackle, his 66.4% success rate is bettered by only 3 players in his possession. This selective approach shows his maturity and tactical discipline. What's most impressive is how he begins attacking sequences from defensive actions. Of those 1,284 open play passing sequences where he was involved in, 337 started with him winning possession, ranking 5th amongst all similar midfielders. This demonstrates the complete defensive midfielder who wins the ball then immediately looks to start something positive. So why do Arsenal need Zubimendi? Arsenal's current midfield setup has significant limitations that prevents their star players from reaching their full potential. Both Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard have been forced to drop deeper to help build up a play, limiting their impact in advanced areas where they're most dangerous. The statistics reveal Arsenal's attacking inefficiency. They averaged 20.2 passes in the opposition's half per shot this season, 4th most in the Premier League. Their average XG value per shot in open play was just 0.11, ranking only 9th in the league. These numbers suggest that the team works really hard to create chances and struggles to find quality opportunities. Thomas Partey's injury problem and declining mobility have forced tactical compromises. This meant either pulling fullbacks inside to help or asking Rice and Odegaard to sacrifice their attacking influence to provide midfield stability. And now Zubimendi changes everything. He's accustomed to being the sole midfielder in pivot. Having played at the base of midfield diamond for both Spain and Real Sociedad with 3 more attacking minded midfielders ahead of him, his mobility, press resistance and passing range means he can operate independently. For Declan Rice, this transformation could be massive. Currently operating as a box-to-box midfielder, he is often dragged back to help with build-up. Zubimendi's arrival would allow him to focus on driving forward, winning second balls and contributing in both penalty areas. Odegaard's creativity has somewhat stifled by increased defensive responsibilities. With Zubimendi providing more security and progression from deep, the Norwegian captain could focus entirely on his playmaking in the final third. His vision and ability to find space between the lines would be maximized. So the scary truth about Martin Zubimendi isn't that just that he's a good player, it's that he represents the missing piece in Arsenal's tactical evolution. Mikel Arteta has been building towards this moment of finding the perfect midfield since taking charge of Arsenal, gradually assembling the squad capable of challenging for the Premier League. At 26 years old, Zubimendi is entering his prime years and he could anchor Arsenal's midfield for the next 5 to 7 seasons. His experience with Spain, including stepping up during Rodri's injury and absence, shows he can handle the pressure and perform on the biggest of stages. So let me know in the comments your thoughts on Arsenal signing Martin Zubimendi, and thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to the channel to support the content. Thank you.